In this video we're going to be drilling a hole in this piece of wood using primitive techniques. No steel tools, no knife. What you're going to be using is flint. This needs to be broken, knapped, and worked to give you the pieces that you're going to need. You're going to need two things for this. Firstly, you're going to need a stone drill bit. If you've never broke up and knapped flint before, be really careful, because when you break this by hitting it with another rock, it fractures into shards, and the shards that come off are razor sharp like a scalpel. They will cut you really easily, so you should be working the stones on a piece of leather in your hand or on an old tree stump. And really, for the drill bit, what you're after is a 3 or 4 sided shard. Here's my bushcraft primitive drill. You see the shard has got 3 sides to it. It's blunt on the end. It doesn't matter about having a point, because it's so brittle. If you actually have a point on it, it will just break off anyway. I've shaped the end of the stick and slotted the stone in, and then bound the whole thing up with pine pitch glue. I'll do another video showing you how to make that. And yeah, that is in there now. But the material I used to bind it is just the inside of a bit of cord. I don't know if you've ever stripped cord before, but yeah, when you remove the outer sheath from a piece of cord, it's just a load of fibres inside woven together. And yeah, this stuff's brilliant when you're using the pine glue, pine pitch glue, because it sticks like hell and all mats up together where it's a fine, and it's really strong. So that's a good tip there. To go with your drill, you're also going to need exactly the same as a fire lighting set. You need a bearing block and a bow, and where you're starting off with a blunt end, it's good to have another shard that you've broke off. It's got a good point on it, and then you can use the shard to make a starter hole in the piece of wood. So just going to press down and just make a start. It just gives the drill something to sit in as a guide when you start. So yeah, there you go. As you see, started a little hole. Having the ability to drill opens the door for a hell of a lot more in your arsenal of building. As soon as you can drill holes in wood, you can start pegging things and making really strong joints. You can make wooden nails, so you know, you can build these drill sets with huge flints really, for bigger holes. And you can also use, instead of using the bow, you can use a pump drill. I'll do another video and I'll show you how to build a pump drill, but they require much less effort, and they've already got some actual weight with the counterweight pushing down, so much more effective drilling, and you burn less calories, less hassle. But I've got the bow drill here from a fire lighting set, so that's what I'm going to use for this demonstration. So I'm just going to crack on and do that now and just show you the hole. So right, here goes. Right, start off by putting your drill in the bow. Tip of your stone drill bit in the hole you started and get your bearing block, bit of downward pressure, and then start drilling. Just paused a minute from where we've started just to show you. You can see the mound of sawdust here. It's not the fastest process in the world, but if you can save the sawdust that you create and use that for a tinder as well. So I'm going to crack on and drill this all the way through just to show you. It's about probably 10mm thick, that piece of wood. And remember, you are just working with stone, so you have to go quite steady, and if you put too much pressure there is a chance you might break it. So yeah, it's a careful process, but just shows that you can, using primitive techniques, make a functioning drill and actually drill holes in wood. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. When you're almost through, you'll find it gets quite hard to turn with the using the bow drill, because it wants to bind up. So you can just go in like a handle and just do it by hand. Never want to put too much pressure. If it feels like it's jarring up or getting stuck, just back off the pressure, lift away a little bit and just gently start wiggling it around, because it's very, even though it's quite hard, well, incredibly hard, it's very brittle flint stone, and you don't want to snap your drill after all the effort of making it. Yeah, I think that's us done there. So I'll bring the camera around now and show you. Here's the finished product, perfectly round hole all the way through the wood, and the byproduct, if the camera will pick it up, this ultra fine, almost like flour consistency sawdust. It'll take a spark really easily, so it's good to keep hold of that for tinder. Like I said earlier, when you make your flint drill, you want to have at least 3 cutting faces on it, and it's really difficult to get it dead central because you're working with a product that fractures and breaks however it wants. So it can be difficult to sit your stone drill bit in the end of your drill to keep it central and balanced for smoother drilling. And like I say, if you can imagine a flint arrowhead with a cutting face either side on a slither, if you tried to use that as a drill, the torque would just snap it. So you really do want to, when you break your flint up, find a piece and work on it to have 3 or 4 cutting faces. Yeah, so that's flint drill bit in the bow drill to start drilling your holes. It obviously opens up the door for your bushcraft techniques to be able to do much more complex wood joints for shelter building, furniture building. This opens up the door to be able to start using wooden nails, pegs to hold things together, much stronger joints. You can also use the bow drill method on just a wooden drill, coat it in a resin, and then you can use powdered up stone, crushed up stone, sand, and you can actually, it takes hours and hours, but you can actually drill holes in stone, especially if it's softer stone like limestone or sandstone. So that'll open up the door to make your own fishing weights, etc. So hope you enjoyed the video. For more survival and bushcraft videos, please subscribe to my channel, Thanks very much.